one can't even begin to describe the experiences that people have with gender-based violence in our country. But I believe that this partnership is ideal for this process. And I welcome both the partnership that Dawn is initiating through this work and the contacts that we are making with all the participants at the workshop.
I really wish we were face to face in the same space. Trying to build kind of a good energy online is not easy. So we thought of some activities. So we are going to do something called, this is new for me also, something called a whiteboard. So you click annotate, then there is a bar with lots of things. Take as much time as you like.
The reason I was raising my hand is because I'm inclined by what Kumi has said in terms of empowering women who have experienced gender-based violence. And I will share within my own experience on what is it that is happening. Like I said last time, I like the fact that something needs to be done around those lines because, like I said, research has proven that there is a linkage between women who are experiencing gender-based violence and low level of education and employment as well. So these women, they stay there, not much is done.
I do think it's important that when we are thinking about this complex environment, we're not just thinking about things that are actively causing harm, in other words, hurting us in whatever way, but also that these things tend to have a stripping effect. They remove that which is of value already within our families, our societies, our communities, thereby stripping our communities of resilience. So then if I were to layer the economic element of this, I would literally use exactly the same definition.
This is not really about caring. This is about understanding the systemic militarization of our world and that recognizing that violence against women in the context of war is more or less exactly the kind of continuum of violence that women experience in our everyday lives in a patriarchal, late capitalist setting.
I think for me, what stood out was the first to say, Portia mentioned how Pillar 5 is supposed to aim to transform and aim to transform specifically, in my understanding, the lives of, the women who are being affected, the LGBTQIA+ community, the gender non-conforming people who are affected by violence in terms of them not finding a way out and not being able to get help because of the structure in which they find themselves, especially relationships, because you don't have a job, you don't work, you don't have an income, you cannot take care of your children. So now you are forced to stay in this relationship based on that.
After the first session, my head was spinning. I was like, that was a lot to take in, but I gave myself time to go through my readings and understand everything. That's when I managed to catch up with the work and actually understand what the training is about. So I really enjoyed the content of the training, especially the last two sessions which is this week, the one that we're going to have, and then the previous week. I enjoyed because the topics were about the work that we are currently doing at Masimanyane. So it's things that we need to know by heart.
Great stuff. So this game is called Pass the Love. You say, what is it that you are passing over? It can be anything, but it has to be something beautiful, something that would lift up that person's spirit.
I give you a big blossom of lotus from the pond in my garden.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. I pass it the love to Vanessa. Enjoy, stay beautiful, enjoy this lovely training.
We pass on love, we pass on prosperity, we pass on beauty, and we pass on peace.
I'm receiving again all of that. Thank you.
Jerusalema, ikhaya lami.